Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So today I came out to the shop. I was gonna work on something. I was either gonna work on these wooden coasters I've been planning on doing, or starting that nightstand, refinishing that. But I've had the heat on out here for about 6 hours now. Yeah, about 6 hours, and my thermometer up there says about 58, and it's not too awful warm out here. I got the heaters going. One's down here on the floor. One's right here blowing on me. I mean, that's warm, but yeah, it's not comfortable enough for me to sit out here and try to do much. So I think I'm going to take these inside, this coaster set, and start on them in the house. I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do all six of them or just the one and do different patterns on each. But I'm gonna do the Bigfoot at least on one. So I'm gonna take that in. But yeah, just working on hobby stuff. That's something I think everyone should have is a hobby or two. Um, if you don't, you know, go go find something you like to do and do it because hobbies are good for you. I've had a lot of hobbies throughout my life. Some of them I don't do now. I've lost interest in them. But, hobbies, having something to do, a hobby to do, is definitely a stress reliever, right? Takes your mind off things, gives you something to do. It's a create, creative outlet for your creativity. That's I get that urge sometimes, right? I want to make something, and wood burning is one of my hobbies. I have a fairly nice pen, this walnut hollow. I know on one video I said it was like 30 bucks. It's like 60, 70 bucks. But it comes with different tips and stuff, adjustable temperature. It's nice. It works good for what I do. Um, you make something cool, even even the stupid rustic shelf I made, right? I made that in less than half an hour out of scrap wood, and it feels good. It's a sense of accomplishment. You know, and yeah, you have a hobby and you start getting good at it. It builds up your confidence and everything. And if you want to be social, more social, you can definitely join groups and clubs out there. Our library has a lot of different groups. Our senior center has different things. Like the wife and I went to a wood carving group one day just to check it out. And that was pretty cool. And that's a hobby that I'm trying to get into is carving by hand. And I do carve. I've done carving with a Dremel tool. I have like three different Dremels that I use, but the hand carving, that's something I've always been interested in. Never tried it. But yeah, there's a group of people that get together at the senior center and they bring their stuff and they do it. And half the time they're just BSing, talking to each other. But yeah, I mean, you want to meet people and have social interaction, you can definitely join a club, whether it be um, we have a store or a shop over here in town, and they do different things. Like the wife and some of the kids went and they made these. I want to call them terrariums, glass thing, and you put moss in there and little figures and all this stuff. But they do all kinds of stuff. There's a place in town where you can go learn to make bake, cook. They had a pierogi making class one time I saw. So there's a lot of things around. There's also a place that does painting. It's called Wine and Dine. You go, you can drink some wine. It shows you how to paint a picture. A lot of people do it around the holidays. And yeah, I mean, if you want to be social, you can definitely pick up a hobby that interests you, join a group, a club, go check them out, meet some meet some people. But I've had a lot of hobbies over the years. Definitely when I was a kid, I had hobbies like playing Little League, playing football, basketball. I was in Little League. We didn't have a football team at the school I went to then. Had a soccer team. I didn't like soccer. Basketball. I was on basketball teams. So that was going on. And back then, I also took karate lessons, and didn't do that for too long because they're quite expensive for us back then. But yeah, other hobbies back when I was a kid, up through teenager, in the 20s, up to about 30, I guess, was hunting and fishing. We hunted all the time, you know, fished all summer long, and it's something that I really like doing. But that was also done with my dad and my brother, the hunting and fishing, and they they passed away. Both of them have, and I've kind of lost interest in it because I lost my partners, my hunting partners. Now fishing, I got back into fishing for a while with my father-in-law, salmon fishing every fall. That was that was fun. Group of us get together. We'd stay at this campground, fish all day, and camp out, and that was fun. But they, the ones that started it, were older. A couple have passed away. One kind of, my father-in-law's health. He just kind of quit going, doing that 3-4 day trip. So I kind of lost interest in that because again I lost my partners. But geez, like I said, I did do karate when I was a kid. I also did that as an adult. Um, in my late 30s and early 40s, I did that for several years, and it was actually the same school I went to as a kid. And yeah, that was fun. Um, why did I stop? I hurt my shoulder. That's what it was, my left shoulder. So I quit going because my shoulder was messed up. And yeah, I thought about doing that again, but boy, I'm in poor shape for doing that kind of stuff now, and I'd probably have to start all over. I was a green belt, so I was 4 or 5 belts up. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to start that all over again. But I also, you know, I cycled a lot, bicycle, rode my bike a lot, and I actually had a ride streak for 750 days, and that covers 2 winters. Every day I rode it. Might not have been far, but I got at least 1.2 miles in every day, and those 1.2 miles just because that's how far it was to ride from home to work. So that was my minimum ride, my minimum distance. And I stopped doing that when my feet got bad. I had plantar fasciitis in both feet, along with the neuropathy I have, and I was kind of out of action for a while because of that. I had surgery on one foot, but now still have hobbies. One hobby I like to do with the wife, and we didn't get a chance to do anything last summer, just hiking and and camping. And we like hitting the trails, hiking. We've only done day hikes, and we've camped a couple times at campsites. We haven't done any overnight hiking, camping trips, but that's something we want to try. We have a lot of equipment to do it, but this summer, hopefully, that's going to be in the books, and we're going to get that done. Um, Camping, hiking, obviously YouTube's a hobby. I like making the videos. I like editing them and stuff. This is I have two channels. My main channel, Factors of Jack, is all EDC knife related, and I'm kind of slowed down on that a little bit right now, and I'm doing videos on this channel, but it's a hobby. I make a little bit of money on the main channel. Takes me months to get paid out, but yeah, it I like doing it. I like making the videos and stuff. Um, Wood burning is something I've done for years and years. I'm not great at it, but I love doing it, and I've done a few pieces recently. Just something I like to do. New hobby I'm doing is what I'm doing here is refinishing furniture. Done a couple of our own pieces, got them looking a lot better, and this piece here is one I'm going to try to sell to flip, maybe make a little money. And that's another thing with hobbies, right? You can make some money doing hobbies. It all depends. I know people that do crafts, make beautiful crafts, and they go to shows and stuff and sell them and make good money. I don't have any luck with that. In fact, I tried I tried setting up an Etsy store again, and what a pain in the butt. I got frustrated with them, and when I got to the end and they wanted a one-time fee of $29, I'm like, I'm not paying $29 to be on Etsy, and so I give up on that. But yeah, right now, my I got like three things going on. I'm doing throughout the winter here. That's doing crafty stuff, wood burning. I'll make some more of these little shelves probably. Do a little carving, refinish some furniture, and try and make some money off that. But yeah, if you don't have a hobby, you gotta have a hobby, and it could be anything, right? Hobbies, whatever you like. I mean, it's winter time here, but gardening's a big one. A lot of people, that's their hobby, is gardening, growing their vegetables or flowers, um, scrapbooking, card making. My daughter did the card making thing for a while. Cooking. My daughter, I'd say that's probably her hobby. She's done a lot of cooking, a lot of strange recipes that I'm not even gonna try, but she evidently all the weird stuff she makes is really good. And I'm talking like Indian food that's spicy, or Asian food that to me it looks like vomit in a bowl, but people like it, love it. Um, Painting, you know, my mom used to be a heck of a painter. She used oil paints, and she she do some nice work. Photography, a lot of people love to take pictures. I never got into the big cameras with lenses and stuff. So I can take a picture on my phone. I'll take a picture. You know, Fitness. You can have fitness hobbies, running, weightlifting, yoga, um, whatever, right? probably my fitness hobby now is walking. Uh, it's so dang cold out. I haven't done much recently. I need to do it. I need to. That's, you know, cardiologist told me my job is to walk, and that was my job for a while. That's all. That's what I did, and that's fun. It's kind of walking slash hiking, kind of the same thing, but you get out. If you live in town, you're out. You're gonna meet people, interact with people. That's your thing. But you can see different scenery, different things. Fine. I walk. If I go over town, walking up and down what we call Market Street, I'm always finding a new business or something along the way. Um, Reading. My wife, once in a while, she'll start reading books and she'll read 2 or 3 books for quite a while and not read one for a bit, but she'll read. She used to crochet, knit. I guess she did more knitting than crocheting. That was something else my mother always did was crochet, and she'd make stuff. She used to make our girls clothes for their Barbie dolls and such. And she sold some of that stuff for money. So hobbies can definitely make you some money. They can cost you money, obviously, for supplies and tools and memberships and whatnot. But you know, if you're just going to work, working 8 hours or more a day, 40 plus hours a week, and all you're doing is coming home and scrolling TikTok and watching YouTube all day and not really doing nothing. You're attached to your phone, the computer. Um, Speaking of computer, gaming's a hobby. Some people really get into gaming. My boy does that once in a while. I think his hobby right now is messing with the computers and phones and consoles. He'll reprogram, do all kinds of stuff, tear them apart, do this and that. He's built a few computer systems. So that's kind of his hobby. That and working on his car. Um, but yeah, oh, I guess I missed one of my biggest hobbies, right? Is I like knives. I like collecting knives and then also doing YouTube videos on them. And that's kind of slowed down a little bit because I don't have the money to spend on knives all the time like I did. I'm trying to save some money, make a little. But yeah, if you don't have a hobby, I suggest you pick up something, try something for a while. You may like it, you may hate it. Try something else. But like I said earlier, it's hobbies are stress relievers. They can get you out. If you want to be social, you can meet people. You can make some money on it. It's an outlet for your being creative, your creativity outlet. And when you accomplish something, it builds up your self confidence and all that. So, yeah, I think hobbies are very important to have. I could give you 100 examples. My youngest daughter, she likes to draw. She does play games, but she's a good drawer and stuff. And yeah, guess that's it. It's still only like 58 degrees out here. It's not that warm. I'm getting kind of chilled. Um, Check the temperature. It says right now 18 degrees Fahrenheit and the real feel is 10. And it's supposed to start snowing. Snow will likely form in 1 minute. And we got a cold weather advisory. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take these in. I feel like I'll work on these in the house. And I can edit and upload this video. That'll give me something to do. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the heaters off. I'm not gonna spend any time out here today, and I guess that's it for this video. Till the next one, bye.